Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Amira Blake, and what I'm about to share with you could be the biggest overlooked opportunity of this decade. Right now, Iraq's financial system is going through a quiet revolution, something eerily similar to what happened during the Industrial Revolution in the 1800s. That era turned regular people into generational wealth builders, simply because they saw the shift before the rest of the world. If you're serious about building your legacy and stepping into the 0.01% club, not through hype, but through deep research and smart positioning, then this is for you. And just a quick reminder, everything here is for informational purposes only. This is not financial advice. It's an opportunity to get educated and think bigger. Let's break it all down. Main content first. Let's start with a major reform that came into play just a few months ago, back in April 2025. That's when Iraq's Securities Commission rolled out mandatory ESG standards, which stands for Environmental, Social, and Governance. Now, if that sounds complicated, here's what it really means. Companies in Iraq are now required to be more transparent about how they impact the environment, how they treat people, and how ethically they operate behind the scenes. Why is this a big deal? Because most big investors, especially from the US, won't touch a company unless it follows these kinds of standards. These ESG rules were created with support from the International Finance Corporation, part of the World Bank. So yes, this is global level stuff, not just local policy. It's kind of like when factories in the Industrial Revolution had to upgrade from steam to electric or risk going out of business. Iraq's companies are now entering a new era of accountability, and that opens the door for serious money to come in. Now, if we rewind to March 2025, we saw another powerful move, this time from the Central Bank of Iraq, or CBI. This was when they announced a series of banking reforms aimed at stabilizing the financial system and cleaning up the flow of money in and out of the country. So what changed? For starters, banks were required to hold more capital. That's just a safety cushion, so they don't collapse if something goes wrong. The CBI also began enforcing stronger audits and started watching dollar transfers very closely. This didn't come out of nowhere. Just a month earlier, in February 2025, the U.S. Treasury Department flagged unusual activity in dollar transactions coming out of Iraq. The central bank responded quickly, showing that Iraq is willing to play by international rules to restore trust. This mirrors what happened during the early days of Wall Street. When banks started organizing and tightening standards, investors came running. That's exactly what Iraq is setting up now. Speaking of February, that same month, another breakthrough happened that could totally change the game for accessibility and liquidity. That's when the Iraq Stock Exchange officially joined Tabadul, a digital trading platform created by the Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. What's Tabadul? In simple terms, it's like a digital bridge that now connects Iraqi stocks to regional markets across the Gulf. Imagine if in the 1800s, a small town suddenly got connected to the National Railroad. Overnight, that town became valuable. That's what's happening to Iraqi equities right now. Before, it was hard for regional investors to access Iraqi stocks. Now, the doors are open, and that means more buying, more trading, and more potential growth. If you're a foreign investor, especially based in the US, this is your window to get in early. And then fast forward to May 2025, the central bank made another big move. They began tightening Iraq's monetary policy to keep inflation in check and stabilize the currency. They did this by issuing more central bank bills, which are like short-term government loans that help pull extra cash out of the system. And they upgraded their tools to better predict how much money is circulating. That's called liquidity forecasting, and it helps prevent inflation spikes and currency crashes. Again, this isn't just smart economics, it's strategic. Iraq is making itself predictable, stable, and investment-friendly. That's exactly how modern economies win investor confidence. Historical connection. So what does all this remind you of? If you look back at the Industrial Revolution, the people who built wealth didn't just invest in businesses. They invested in infrastructure. Back then, it was railroads, telegraphs, electricity, and banks. Today, it's digital platforms, regulatory upgrades, financial transparency, and international integration. Iraq is laying down modern infrastructure, not physical roads, but financial highways. And here's the twist, it's all public information. But because it's not hyped on social media, most people will ignore it. So here's your takeaway, Iraq isn't just rebuilding, it's re engineering itself for the global stage. These reforms are not temporary headlines. They are structural, long term moves designed to attract serious capital. For those of you looking to create a legacy, this is where generational wealth begins. And while others stay distracted, you'll already be building. Again, this is not financial advice. It's information meant to spark your own deeper research and strategy. Got a question about a specific stock, reform, or opportunity? Drop it in the comments. I'll respond with a video just for you. Until next time, I'm Amira Blake. Stay curious, stay positioned, and never underestimate the quiet moves that shape history.